YouTube, how we doing? Back for another day talking about sports cards. Here's one of the hottest cards currently on the market. 2019 Bowman Chrome Prospects. Wander Franco PSA 10 version. You can see since he got called up, this thing has shot up. And even over the last 6 months, if you bought it for around $170, you might be able to get around 340, 350 bucks for this card. Maybe more right now. If I had this card, would I sell it? Yes. We don't need to draw this video out too much. Yeah, look at the pop. 9,000 of these cards at $339. Yeah, I'm selling it. Why? You can look at other guys. Ronald Acuna, 2017 Bowman Chrome Prospects PSA 10. Only 6,000 of these. Acuna has a lot of other rookies, as Franco will. Franco's top still hasn't, debuted all his rookie cards that he's going to have, and they're going to milk the crap out of that. So his cards will be diluted in a sense. This one, the pop will probably go up quite a bit, even further on this card. But even when you stack this one up next to Acuna, 6,140, you can see Acuna's price, $375. 340, 350. So they're about the same. Acuna is a slightly different player. You can see over 1,500 at bats in the major leagues. Acuna is hitting 281. Power, speed, plays a good outfield, I assume. I don't watch a lot of the Braves. One of the premier players in the game. Franco, to me, is a slightly different player. We'd have to go back and look at his minor league stats. The Baseball Reference just had too many ads. It was clogging up my kind of feed here. But in my opinion, Franco's more of an average guy. He's going to hit home runs. He did certainly in his first game of his career, but he's more of an overall player, and it'll be interesting to see how collectors perceive that. He's going to hit for a higher average, in my opinion, than Acuna, because if you look at Franco over the course of his minor league careers, it's pretty impressive. I mean, he hit over 300 for his minor league career. 300. Okay, here's his 800 at bats in the minor leagues. He hit 332. That is incredible for a guy his age, 20 years old. 800 at bats to hit 332. That's absolutely incredible. So you can see Acuna didn't do that, I'm sure, in the minors either. Acuna didn't bat 332 in the minors. But Acuna bat 301 in 1,000 plate appearances in the minors. Not bad, and you can see, when you get up to the major leagues, it's just harder. So Acuna, probably as he gets older, you might even see this average decline a little bit. He's not going to steal as many bases. I think he leads the league in stolen bases. So, again, but over here, you're over at 375, 339, higher pop on the Wander Franco. He hits less home runs than Acuna. There's more of these. I'm selling this. I'm not running out to buy an Acuna, but I'm just bringing this up for perspective. Another guy, Guerrero Jr., again, less population on this, okay? 2,700 of these. 495. He's just having a spectacular season. 340 average, 23 home runs. That probably leads the league. Hits. I mean, he's having a triple crown type season. Age 22. This guy's, the hit tool all the way around. Now, the body, he plays first base and he DHs. So the body's different. He's not the same player as an Acuna who steals bases and plays the outfield and is valuable on defense. Okay? So Acuna and Guerrero are two different players, just as, Franco and Acuna are two different players. But we're just comparing card prices and kind of these guys. $495 for a Guerrero Jr. at 2,700. Hey, if you believe in this guy, maybe. If it's me, I'm probably selling all three of these guys into the hype. Look at the 2-year chart on the Guerrero Jr. This thing's just shot up a lot because he had a real slow start to his career when he got called up because he was just so young. I mean, he was a little baby. I mean, he still is. He's 22 years old and crushing it now. But when he got called up, he was, 19, 20 years old. Over 3 months, look at the rate of growth. It's just, pretty impressive on this card. Close to a $500 card. Maybe some do sell for that. So, for me, Franco gets called up. He hits a home run. Creates a selling opportunity. You got to look at that. If you have one of these, okay, maybe you don't sell it. If you are a Wander Franco fan and you admire him and you worship him, don't sell. You know, you don't have to sell this card. But if you have 10 of these, look at this as a selling opportunity and move 1 or 2 or 30% of your inventory into the table. Take this $1,000 or more that you're going to net off of this and put it into work, into a down market. There's not too many cards doing this right now in this down market. So take advantage of this opportunity when you have a guy who does shoot up and take advantage of it. He could easily hit 1 home run over the next 2 weeks, and you're going to see these cards level off as they did for a period of time with Acuna. If you look at the 2-year chart of Acuna, look at this. This is a lot of consolidation here. This is several months of nothingness. And then if you even stretch it out to here, that is 5 months of you're losing money here. So you're going to see the same trend at some point over time with Wander Franco charts. I mean, you already have. Even his high price of $377 occurred earlier this year on 3.4. So he's still not back to all-time highs. In a down market, when a guy gets hot, if I have multiple of these cards, or if I don't care, or if I need the money, I'm moving these in. I don't really, and I'm putting this $300 to work to something else. For instance, I mean, is this the next guy to come up and be the $200, $300, $400 Prospect Chrome PSA 10? I have 2 of these, by the way, just so that you know. I'm a Giants fan, so that's probably the only reason why I have them. $27.91. There's going to be much higher probably over time with that, but you know, current price $96. You know, here's a guy, 19 years old, 6'2", 178. Trust me, I've seen this guy in person a few weeks ago. He's a little bigger than 178. Very impressive guy if he's really 19. I mean, he looks the part on a baseball field. Hit a home run the time I saw him. Here's what he's doing this year. 9 home runs, hitting .282. He's playing above his level there at playing high A there in San Jose. I mean, there's guys 22, 23 years old. Some of those pitchers he's facing are you know, older guys out of college and stuff, and he's 19, holding his own. .282, 9 home runs. Some of his hits have been pretty impressive. So if it's me, again, I'm going over here. Wander Franco, $300 for a pop 9. Okay, so could I get 3 Lucianos for 1 Franco? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Same thing over here. Could I get 3.5, 4 Lucianos for 1 Acuna Juniors? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Guerrero Jr., he plays in Toronto. He's literally like at his peak right now. And it's cards at $500. Sure, I'm going to sell right now. I'd trade 5, take 5 Lucianos for 1 Vlad Guerrero Jr. So for me, at $96, this is a better value than these ones. I know it sounds crazy, but again, what's the peak price of this card? This card probably comes down in the next year to 6 months, even if he plays really well. Okay? Acuna Jr., again, you've seen a big spike and now kind of a rundown. So it's kind of, you know, you got to be in here flipping these cards. Guerrero Jr., he's hot. I'd be selling. Okay? Buy when he's cold. Acuna Jr.'s probably kind of hot right now, playing really well. You know, you can see, well, he's kind of, you know, in that range. I'd be selling. This guy's hot. Look, boom. Anytime you see that on a card chart, it's a liquidation event. It's an opportunity to sell, and that's what I'm doing. And you could come over here for a guy who's been kind of stagnant. Again, last 6 months, only up 10%, and this could be, you know, a buying opportunity. These could dip further. I bought mine for like $55. I bought mine quite a while ago, so yeah, you'd have to go quite a ways back. I bought mine way back in here, but, you know, just because I was hearing about them. But look how long I've had to sit on mine. Just to double my money, I've had to sit on them for quite a long time. Almost a year. Over a year. So, but at the same time, $96 compared to $300, that's why, am I buying or selling Wander Franco? I'm selling. Even over here, look, could I trade it straight up for a Barry Bonds Gem Mint 1986 tops traded 10? Sure, I'd trade a Wander Franco for that. 1 year chart on that, up 33%. 2 years probably pretty good. Woo, 228%. 6 months you might be down. Nah, about the same. Hard to find these cards. 4,700 pop, but up. Probably hard to find these cards. Probably hard to find a lot of these for sale. You want a good case. Want one that, looked pretty good. So I definitely traded for that. How about this card? Would you rather have 2 of these or 1 of these? There's only 1,500 of these. I have 2 of these, by the way, I believe on the PWCC vault. Just so that you know. I don't have any of these. I want 1 of these, but I don't have any of these. I have 2 of these. These have dropped a lot. I'm underwater, I think, on the ones I've bought, because I think I bought mine closer to $200 over back in here, maybe. And you can see these fluctuate quite a bit. You look at these big kind of lines because there's just not that many of these for sale. So when he comes back and starts playing, I'm sure these will trend back up. But would you rather have 2 of these for $300 or 1 Wander Franco for $340? So again, if you give me that option, I'm taking 2 of these 2010 Bowman Mike Trouts and just storing them away. There's only 1,500 of them. Wow, and I get to have 2 of them? So yeah, I'm doing that over a card that has 9,000, $300. His comps, are about the same. You're about to get flooded with Wander Franco Topps rookie cards and Topps Now and Topps Living and Topps this, and this. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. They're going to milk this guy, so this card's going to get diluted a little bit. You'll have more get sent in. You'll have more get returned on the backlog. This thing will just go up, probably into the 10, 12, easily into the 10, but we're probably talking about 12,000. So at some point, he could have double the price of the Acunas. So just doesn't make sense. I'm selling. I do have Wander Franco cards. I do have a couple hundred over here on Check Out My Cards. But you can see I acquired these earlier this year, it looks like, for around 10 cents each, or in December. Yeah, so I bought these probably around the time whenever this set came out. See, 10 cents, 10 cents. Look, that I sold a couple of these for $2, bought them for 10 cents. Bought all these for like 10 cents, and they're worth about $2-3 now. That's the kind of game that I kind of like to play. 24 cents, worth about $2. I mean, you got to sell them, but it's Wander Franco, and some of the actually the last like 5 or 6 cards that I've sold on ComC have been these Wander Franco cards. But you can see these have all gone up in value, and how cheap these cards were. So I have about 200 cards per page. Looks like I have about 200 of them. Maybe less. No, I have quite a few of these. So you can see, I just kind of got on here around November and December. You can see when I bought these. Kind of all at the same time, because this is when they were all being listed for sale. These cards come out over on ePack, and then these sellers come over and just kind of dump them off. There are a lot of their hockey guys over on the ePack site. Probably don't even know who Wander Franco is, a lot of them. So yeah, I came over here in November and just kind of sat here for a day or two and bought them. They were really easy to get, and I bought a bunch of Tiger Woods at the same time. So yeah, I have a couple hundred of these. These have all gone up like 8x. So there you go. Oh, I'll be at this card show this weekend. Let's see, which one is it? It's in Fairfield. It's my own website. Don't even know how to use it. So I'll be at this card show. If you want to come on out, June 26th, 27th, I'll probably be there on the 26th. It's in Fairfield, California, which is kind of like the East North Bay area. Conseco might show up. Kevin Mitchell will probably show up. He's good about those things. They're signing autographs. 200 vendor tables. So, should be a fun show. You could see I've been to the last couple ones. You could see the videos I've had. But come check it out. Also be in San Diego and Vegas. I'll be set up actually at those shows. This one I'm just going to go hopefully find maybe some things to buy. But anyways, peace out. Sell your Francos if you have them. Who cares what he does? He plays for the Rays. Eventually people are going to forget about him. So peace out. Enjoy.